Yeah.
Just start.
Yeah. Hello everyone and welcome to Silverstone, the home of motor racing for the latest round in Tier 2 of the Scientist Reverse Grid F1 League Racing. GMAC was the winner of the last race, so he starts near the back as per Reverse Grid rules. And on pole position is Papa Whiskey in the Red Bull because he was finished last, or was classified last in Mexico in the previous round. Alex, as usual, is joining me in the commentary box, and I'm looking forward to. Yeah, looking forward to this one, Alex.
Yeah, I am too. It's, as you said, the home of motor racing. We are in Silverstone, such a historic track with so much battle, so much emotions in it, and it's a speed track, so adrenaline is pumping in the commentary box and especially on track.
So we have an extra person on the grid, and that's Shippers, who's thankfully joined us for the second race here. Looks like we've got a nice beautiful day here in Northamptonshire. And, oh, Papa Whiskey's left the session. Connection issues, possibly.
Eventually he can rejoin, because he was already in the session. Let's hope for the best here.
Yeah, I wonder if he's done a Max Verstappen on the way to the grid in the formation lap.
It's a moment for the pit crew right now, and the mechanics.
Yes. Yeah, let's just hope he doesn't face the wrath of Dr. Helmut Marko.
Nobody wants to see that face right now, especially not with the mask. His eyes are cruel.
Okay. 5 lights, and away we go, Alex.
Papa Whiskey starting at first, got overtaken because, yeah, he got connection issues and he's off. And Basketball Boy taking the lead into the first corner. Seems like everybody's going through a little bit of the grass, but everything seems to be okay right now.
Yellow flag. Oh, we've got spinners. And it's Maggot again. So Maggot spun on the first lap in France, and he spun on the first lap in Silverstone. Yellow flag in Sector 1, I think that was obviously for the spin, and obviously the number of cars tired. So Maggot is obviously criminal damage.
And Twitch got some problems.
And Vans is off track now. He came into collision with Acuna, I think. I'm not quite sure, but their incident-packed first lap, Alex.
Yeah, it's a very incident-packed because Twitch is going down the alley completely. He lost it into Brooklands, maybe got a little touch on his car, but it is what it is.
Oh no! Oh my god, the Renault, the Ferrari and the Mercedes are all off on the grass. So what have we got? We've got
and
Corleone.
Duradon is also off. So it's Duradon, it's Corleone, it's Psychopath, and we got a lot of wing damage here.
Oh my word, it was, I think, 3-1. And Maggots and Beckett's just does not go, and it just ended in absolute carnage, unfortunately, for those guys. And they are on, my word, Chappie is getting racy with Corleone, and Corleone's going to have to pit now. So, in fact, there's at least 4 or 5 cars in the pit lane, Alex.
Horrible start for those guys, especially for Corleone, who started out very, very good in Mexico, and now coming to a track that normally suits him, and he's now down the alley. But we got SJ in the Williams in second position. How about that, Scientist?
Yeah, he's done well. I think that's actually where he started the race, so he's done well to hold it together on the first lap and avoid the slipstream on the first lap. Acuna in third is looking to chase him down and pass him into Cop's Corner. This will be a very impressive move, and yeah, he actually gets the move done before he hits Cop's Corner. So yeah, very nice move from Acuna.
And we got a very nice battle. We got a very nice battle up. Who is it? It must be Duradon. It must be Duradon. He's going down.
Yeah.
There must have been a spin or something like that, but we got a very spicy battle up in front, because we got Aces versus Kings, who overtook SJ, and DQ was right behind him, and there may be a little touch on the wing. But SJ is going down now in 4th position, trying to make his position stick on track, but it seems like that SJ has some problems. And we got a McLaren into the wall on the pit straight. This is G-Mac's race. Almost over. Almost. He got a big crash, ran right into the wall, and is now going down. He's in 11th, and we got also SJ off track. So a lot of incidents happening here in Silverstone. A lot of wings flying around, cars crashing. Unbelievable, scientists. I would have thought that something like this would rather happen in Monaco instead of Silverstone.
Yeah, I am not sure what's happening here. I think maybe some people are thinking it's still like Mexico and trying to abuse track limits, and instead they're getting onto the grass or just coming together. I don't know what happened to G-Mac there, if he just lost it on acceleration or...
It seems like it's... Yeah, it seemed like he lost it on acceleration, and he has a very big problem because he has to go the full lap, then pit and got his wing change, and he's going down now. He's in 11th.
Yeah, so Chappie.
Yeah, just continue.
So the other McLaren and basketball boy has keeping a cool head out front, although D'Acunha is catching him in the Mercedes. Showing in 5th place. He'll be jumping about in muddy puddles anytime soon if he stays there. And we've got a position change between Twitch and SJ, and it seems Papa Whiskey has now returned to the action after losing connection. Unfortunately for him,
he might be surprised. Yeah, he might be surprised that he's so much down the alley. But G-Mac is now coming in for his pit stop that he needs to do, and I think SJ will also come in. He does. Yep, those guys had massive wing damage. And while the pack is calming down a little bit, we got Basketball Boy in 1st position in the McLaren. So again, the McLaren is leading, this time the other one. D'Acunha in 2nd, Aces versus Kings in 3rd, Spooner up in 4th, Daddy Pick in 5th, DB Coupe in 6th, 8th, 9th is Chappie, and 10th is Papa Whiskey.
So for drivers on the alternate strategy, which is starting on the harder compound tyres and then switching to the softs on the end, we're looking at Jake, who's in 7th place, Shipper, who's in 8th place. Both started on the mediums. Twitch, who's been in the wars, is now in 10th place. Can't remember if he's pitted or not, but he's on the medium tyres as well. And Corleone, who pitted after that first lap incident, is now on the hard tyres. And we've got a yellow flag at before the Wellington straight in turn 1. It's now back to green, so maybe there was somebody that ran wide.
Yeah, just a little right into the grass, but I can confirm that the first 12 cars right now are all on the original compound of tire. They haven't changed, they haven't gone into the pits. And it's starting with Vance, Defuck, G-Mac, Corleone, Psychopath, Megan, and ending with SJ. They all went into the pits, so it's pretty clean cut right now. And Vance overtook Gerardon on the soft tire, so it's very tricky right here. Corleone switched onto the hard ones. He will go to the end for sure. Psychopath and SJ on the mediums, they will go to the end for sure. Maggot is on the softs as G-Mac, Defuck, and Vance Racing are. So the tricky thing might be here, they maybe are on a safety car strategy. Maybe the safety car's coming out and they can change tires again to make the strategy work and not lose that much time during the pit stop. Basketball Boy and the McLaren still leading the race. D'Acunha right behind him with DRS trying to attack him on the outside, and he's got him. A beautiful overtake by D'Acunha in the Mercedes.
So Basketball Boy made a mistake coming out of left field, which put D'Acunha right on the back of him, heading into Cops, and then the DRS on the hanger straight in. Basketball Boy's pitted. He's had enough of these soft tyres.
Yeah.
That elevates Aces versus Kings and Spooner up into the podium position. So Spooner is hoping to have a much more successful race here. Trying to score big points to close the gap on Nick and Chatty Duck, and we've got another yellow flag in Maggots and Beckett, and it's Doradin who's obviously had a trip in the grass because he's got. He's obviously had a trip in the grass, and those soft tires will be screaming to be changed now.
A Basketball Boy seems like is coming out in 10th position, just into the points right now on the medium tire. He got Twitch in front of him, who's on the older medium tires with 5 lap old tires, and shippers also, so they might have to pit. But Basketball Boy now has clean air on the mediums, as D'Cunha on the softs, so it could be very tricky to see if Basketball Boy pulls out an outlap for the ages, and D'Cunha just keeping it calm in front and maybe losing the position again.
Coupe just tried to pull a move on Daddy Pig into Cops and got all out of shape, and well, he's done well to hold it together, but his car is really twitchy. But now he's got DRS on Daddy Pig. I think Daddy Pig might just have enough to make it down to Club Corner unscathed.
And D'Cunha's going on.
Behind. And now we've got Chappie taking Jake. Chappie's pitted all the way back early on, he must have done. After the first lap. Oh no, he's not actually, so 5 laps on the softs.
Oh, and a massive penalty for DB Cube as he gets rewarded with 5-second penalty, 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and Twitch Insta got it also. So not a good start to the pit stop action right here. But D'Cunha is still in first on his soft tires against. I'm lost for words right now of this spectacular race. Behind him is Aces versus Kings. About 2 seconds.
I'm actually amazed we've not had a safety car, Alex, with the amount of collisions that have taken place.
I'm absolutely shocked that we didn't have even a virtual one.
On the first lap in Maggots and Beckett's, there was at least 3 or 4 cars that came together and went off the track. Yeah. And, I mean, not even a VSC.
Carbon fibre was flying everywhere.
Yeah, Spooner's picked up a 3-second time penalty. That he's just coming out of Maggots and Beckett's down the hangar straight.
As did SJ.
Kings. So these guys are going to have to pit soon. They've done 6 laps on the soft tyres. They'll be switching to the mediums, no doubt.
Yeah. Well, D'Cunha coming in. D'Cunha coming in.
And Spooner. So
Aces,
Spooner potentially.
Aces versus King staying out.
Yeah, so Spooner's looking to go for the undercut here. It'll be interesting to see if these guys have penalties to serve in the pit lane or front wing damage to repair. So D'Cunha on the mediums.
And it will be very, very interesting to see if Basketball Boy can regain first position, but it seems like he's a bit too far away. He's now going onto the pit straight in a few seconds, and it seems like D'Cunha has the advantage here as he's leaving the pits right now. And Basketball Boy now in 5th, 4th, and coming now through the fast section. D'Cunha goes by.
Oh, he's beaten Spinner. So he's beaten Spinner. So the McLaren has sandwiched the Red Bull and the Mercedes.
So the next exciting thing is to see if Aces versus Kings can pull out a lap in Silverstone that the fans will forever remember.
So he's currently just under 25 seconds, so the one thing about Silverstone is the pit lane is pretty long, so I think a pit stop takes slightly longer than the average 20 seconds.
It will. But his tires are 1 lap fresher than D'Cunha ones. Of course, they're going onto the mediums. That's the more durable tire, but you never know, especially around Silverstone, a high-speed track. The tire degradation is much higher here than in Mexico, and Aces versus Kings is coming now into the pits, while D'Cunha is on the long back straight and trying to attack the time to get by against Aces versus Kings, who's into the pits right now, get his tires changed, no penalty for him that he has to serve there, so he's going out now. And D'Cunha, last corner onto the pit straight, and it seems like D'Cunha might get him. Yeah, he has him. He has overtaken him. Basketball Boy too. And it seems like Spooner also got by. Yeah. So it seems like Aces versus Kings is for now the loser of the battle.
Oh no! Oh, he spun! He spun, Balex.
Who spun?
Aces has spun.
Oh!
Aces.
He's into the grass.
Fresh medium tires. Very Oh yeah, fresh medium tyres, and he got the power down too early, and he spun coming on just before heading onto the Wellington straight after the fast. Oh, we got a yellow flag now. Oh, a full course safety car. Safety car.
Oh, that's crucial. That's crucial for Defuck, who's on the soft tire, and he could pit now. Well, there are a lot of guys who can pit now onto the soft tires, even the guys who already pitted for mediums.
We've got someone stuck out on track, Ballots, around Maggots and Beckett's. I can't make out who it is. It's one of the Renaults, I think.
Yeah, scientist, the very interesting thing to see now is if track position is key. So during a safety car, you lose a lot less time as you would in normal conditions. So the pit lane, as you said, is pretty long, so you lose a lot of time even with a safety car. But the 4 guys in front, I include Aces versus Kings, although he's in 5th, they could pit or they could stay out, and it seems like all of them are staying out.
Yeah, I think at this stage of the race, particularly the guys who've not long pitted like D'Acunha and Spooner, there's no point in pitting at this stage. They're going to lose a lot of time in the pit lane, lose track position, and they're on fresh tyres anyway, so your best bet is just to stay out behind the safety car, keep the tyres up to temperature, and then just bolt as soon as the safety car comes in. The person who's going to take advantage of this, I think, is Vance.
And G-Mac, no, Vance went by. Vance went by. I couldn't believe it, but he's going for track position and trying to conserve his tyres behind the safety car. Maybe 1 or 2 laps longer as he expected. So this might be crucial here for Vance to get some big points.
Yeah, so I think the fact that the safety car's out for maybe a couple of laps, Vance can keep those tyres up to temperature without wearing them down too much, and he'll have a pace advantage on Spooner, Basketball and D'Acunha in front of him, who are all on medium tyres. And then DFAC, Shipper is actually in good position as well, so Shipper down in 10th place has only done 2 laps on the softs. So the guys on the medium tyres, if they don't keep their tyres up to temperature, they'll be cold, and if they accelerate too early, they'll just spin round, and that will just offer such an advantage to the guys on the soft tyres.
Yeah,
so
that plays right into the hands of Vance and Defuck and Shippers, but especially Shippers, because his tyres are just 2 laps old.
Yeah. So who else have we got? We've got DFAC, who's on 7 lap old soft tyres. Again, you say tyre wear is quite critical around here, Balak, so we're not sure what condition they're in. But yeah, the guys on the mediums are going to have to be wary of those on the softs around them.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting to see who got the tyres best in the temperature window, especially as we have so much guys in the top 10 on the mediums. We only have Vance, Defuck and Shippers in the top 10 who are on the soft tires, so they're eager to gain some positions and to attack the guys on the mediums, especially in the first lap after the safety car, because their tires will be on temperature pretty fast, and the medium tire may need half a lap. It's very, very tricky to see, especially in the first sector where we got a very, very fast first corner and the second one, and then going down into second and third gear into the slowest section, and then attacking again on the exit to a very long hard straight with DRS that won't be activated in this race because we have the safety car, and the DRS will be activated 3 laps after the safety car went in, and we're already in lap 11 of 13.
So we're going to have essentially a 2-lap sprint race. Just looking at the track map, SJ, who's down in 18th, is only just coming round down to Club Corner towards the end of the lap, whereas the rest of the field are all tightly bunched along the Wellington Straight. So these guys are going to have to catch up to the safety car fairly quickly, otherwise I can't foresee the safety car staying out another lap. No,
I also can't see that. I think the safety car will come in now, so we have a 2-lap sprint race at the end, and there we can see some magic maybe of some of these guys who have some power left in their car, and maybe using the ERS to their advantage, because you got plenty of ERS left now, up to 100%. And it's very, very critical to use the ERS right on this track, because you got about 3 to 4 straights, some shorter ones, some longer ones, and it's it's very, very tricky to use it around here to take a really good advantage. Especially with the fast corners where you can't overtake.
So, as the field are coming through, Maggots and Beckett's, we've got D'Acunha, Basketball Boy in second, Spooner third, Vans on the soft tyres in fourth, Aces fifth, Coupe sixth, Daddy Pig Jr. seventh, DFAC eighth, Chappie ninth, Shippers rounds up the top 10.
And we got the confirmation safety cars coming in this lap.
Right.
As D'Acunha is leading the pack. And it seems like he's got on the power right now, pretty early.
Wow.
Pretty early. And let's see if Codemasters just takes him out of that lead to slow him down.
Oh no, Basketball Boy spun! I don't believe it, Basketball Boy spun, not Alex. What did we say about the medium tyres? He's stuck in the grass. He's stuck in the grass.
I don't believe it. And Vance up to third. Aces versus King in fourth. No more changes here, but everybody behind.
And Twitch
Basketball
Boy.
Yeah, Twitch is out
of the race.
And Basketball Boy's in last.
Oh, and Basketball. Oh, Basketball's now in the barrier. Oh dear, it's all falling apart for Basketball Boy, I'm afraid. I think he just did not get those mediums up to temperature, and that's what's cost him.
And Aces versus Kings. Sorry, scientists. Aces versus Kings. Attacks Vans Racing on the inside, then going on the outside. Oh, that's crucial. That's crucial for the podium position, but they're keeping it fair. And Daddy Pig is disqualified again. He's disqualified again, but we got the battle still going. Aces versus Kings in third. Vance now in fourth, backing off, but we got Maggots and Beckett's coming up, and ERS to use, and the slipstream. So Vance right behind Aces versus Kings into Maggots and Beckett's. Now at the exit, getting it clean, but running into the grass.
Wow. Oh, he's going to now Coupe's now going to get him here. I have to say that was a fantastic move from Aces, and brilliant racing between Aces and Vans. That could so easily have come together there. Brilliant driving from the pair of them.
Yeah, and Vans Racing now got the disadvantage because he's on older soft tires. The only advantage he's got is that DFUC is behind him on even older soft tires. But now it's the last lap of the Grand Prix, and D'Acunha is leading the pack. Spooner behind him, just 1 second. He might be eager to get the DRS and get a little bit harder on the brakes. They both got fresh mediums.
We've got a DQ for Papa Whiskey for failing to use the required tyre compounds. So Papa Whiskey did not use one of the two, both sets of either the softs or mediums or the hards.
It's highly possible that it's AI pit and put on the soft tires again.
That's entirely possible. And Basketball Boy is now pitting, I think. I'm not sure what his objective is here to get the fastest lap. He's not going to be able to get it because there's only one lap left. In fact, we're on the final lap now.
We're on the final lap, and we got the battle for first between D'Acunha and Spooner. Going now into Maggots and Beckett's, and Spooner will get the DRS. Let's see if D'Acunha has the balls to defend Spooner and to get first position, to get the lead home, and to win his home race. D'Acunha still in first, and it's sealed. For me, it's sealed. He's going through the last corners, and that's it. And we're going to overtake. DFUC against Vance.
He had the balls to defend from the spoon there to D'Acunha. Brilliant driving. And D'Acunha wins. In fact, Aces is second.
No!
Oh my word!
And Vance going up into third. You won't believe it. You won't believe it.
Jeff.
Oh man, you won't believe it. And Corleone got 10th. He got 1 point after the horrible crash in the first lap.
And
he got 1 point.
For G-Mac.
No,
he doesn't. On the straight.
Scientist, he doesn't get a point. I was too early here because of penalties. Maggot got it. Oh, that's heartbreaking for Corleone. Absolutely heartbreaking. But what a finish at the end.
I have to wonder if Maggot's running AI because his car is ghosting. And I did say he left the session earlier, so we'll have to check that.
Oh, yeah, we have to check that.
We'll have to credit to Chappie and credit to GMAC, who both had incidents early on.
Yeah.
And got into the points in the end. Shippers showing up late to get 6th place. That's a fantastic drive from him. DFAC, another strong showing in the AlphaTauri. Good points for the AlphaTauri team. Coupe getting 4th place. That's an impressive drive from him.
What about the
Vans
Haas?
on the podium.
What about the Haas? And Vans was patient. He got overtaken, but he stayed patient and got a podium at the end. Well, what a race! What a race from both Haas in 2nd and 4th. And Shippers, as a substitute, gets the drive of the day. That's beautiful to see.
Oh well, Shippers is actually full time, but he missed the first race.
That's my bad.
Due to work commitments. But no, not at all, Alex. It's the number of drivers we have in the league now. It's it's quite a task to keep on top of who's driving for what team.
Yeah, it is.
But there we go. Tacunya, the winner of the Grand Prix on the podium. They're celebrating with the Haas of Aces versus Kings. Another strong showing from him, and Vans picking up a maiden podium. Nice to see Williams on the podium in Silverstone.
That's beautiful to see, especially in Silverstone. As we have Tacunya winning his home race, Aces versus Kings, in 2nd in the Haas, Vans in 3rd, DB Coupe in 4th. Spooner, kind of damage limitation. I think he got 6th in Mexico, 5th right here. So that's good points, but I think he might be a little bit disappointed not to get more points here. Shippers in 6th, as you've already said. D-Fuck in 7th. Strong performance from him tonight. G-Mech in 8th. Damage limitation at its best here in Silverstone. Chappie in 9th. Megan in 10th. Corleone in 11th. SJ for Williams in 12th position. Psychopath 13th. Jake. Well, I think Jake already DNF'd, so... No, it only says Doradan, Papa Whiskey, and Daddy Pig didn't finish. So, Psychopath in 13th, Jake in 14th, Basketball Boy in 15th, and Twitch, Insta in 16th position. So, Scientist, thank you very much for commentating both races with me. It was a pleasure, and we see you next week again.
As always, Balix, yes, we move on to Monza and the Hungaroring for the penultimate round of the championship, and then after that on to Suzuka.
I have to say, I'm fucking excited for that.
Fantastic. So we now move on to Tier 1, and we'll see you guys for Tier 2 again next week. Thank you.
Stay calm, boys, stay clean, and keep on racing. Goodbye.